On rare occasions, I spy a very large company in my email inbox for whatever reason. The last one to contact me was, well, I think technically it was Thrustmaster, but before that it was Cooler Master. By the way, well, why are you all masters of shit? Anyways, Cooler Master sent the Cuda Master their very first controller, which they've named the Storm. A pretty aggressive name for a controller that's kind of casual. This isn't my average review where I look at something an absolute no-life would actually consider purchasing. It doesn't have rear paddles or swappable thumbsticks, but it does have a battery capacity 10 times more than that of the DualSense Edge. It's got some other things too. I forgot what they were. I was too busy bullying the DualSense. I might remember after I get the sponsor out of the way. I'll be right back. I'm sure most of you have heard of Raid before, as it's one of the most popular free-to-play mobile games with over 80 million downloads. It's also one of the only mobile games I've ever seen with quality and frame rate settings available, and the graphics themselves look great for a mobile experience. The gameplay is turn-based, but still action-packed with over 650 champions to choose from and endless ways to customize them for battle. Last month, Raid celebrated its 4th anniversary, and I've been asked to invite 4 champions to a dinner party. I think first we'll be inviting Royal Guard. He has an extremely powerful ability that scales damage based on enemy max HP. Next we'll do Coronar. I think that's how you say it. His ability is Being Biff Tannen? Kelvalax owns a Twitter account, so his special is Poison. And while he may not be epic or legendary, I think having a Crusader on your side is a pretty good idea as well. If you're interested in getting Raid, be sure to use my link in the description or scan the QR code up in the top right hand corner. In doing so, you'll get an epic champion and Knight Errant and a bunch of other useful in-game items. I'd like to give a huge shout out to Raid Shadow Legends for sponsoring this video. Okay, the Cooler Master Storm is a rather simple Rick sort of controller. As you can see from the exterior, it kind of just looks like a normal controller. You have ABXY buttons further apart than Sid's eyes, thumbsticks twice as wide as your thumb, a D-pad higher than me when I record these videos, and the clickiest bumpers in all of history, all for 40 bucks. It's also pretty wacky looking. It's got really small triggers, even though it looks pretty big. Despite its bulk, and the fact that it's wireless, it's pretty much hollow at only 220 grams. All around, it's just weird. 220 grams is pretty light. The stock Xbox Series X controller with batteries installed is like 274, 275 grams, something like that. So even though this is the size of a semi, it's technically anorexic. The Storm has the USB-C and Bluetooth 5.0 wireless connections meant for both PC and mobile devices of all kinds. A grand total of 4 of them. You can pair this with up to 4 Bluetooth devices and switch between them seamlessly, and if one of those happens to be a PC or a laptop, you can use the controller as a mouse, which allows me to play my games on my main computer. Then when I'm done, I can go lay down in the comfort of my bed and watch Andrew Tate clips.
You're telling me if you were to fly into a hurricane and you had the choice between a male pilot and a female pilot, you wouldn't have zero preference at all, Dave?
I've seen Switch controllers that allow you to have multiple devices connected, like Bluetooth, Switch, Dinput, but I've never seen one have that same feature for multiple Bluetooth devices. And it's very rare that controllers come out as bisexual. This one's both a mouse and a controller. Good for you. Toward the beginning of this video, you guys heard me bully a fat kid for his rather shit cardio of only about 4 hours. But using the Storm wirelessly, it will do 40 miles to the gallon, and it uses a 1,000 liter... My neighbors are ass, don't move to America. So yeah, you get a 40-hour super extra long battery that's only 1,000 milliamp hours, so you can use it between multiple gaming sessions. The problem with using it wirelessly specifically, and I mean even wired actually, is the fact that its polling rate, or its response time, is about as high as my lucky number, which is super unlucky because it's 14. Yes, it was 14 goddamn milliseconds average. And that's just the average. The Bluetooth response time was actually bouncing between 10 and 20 milliseconds extremely rapidly, so the connection was not consistent. It has fucking Tourette's. Wired, it still bounces around, but it's between 3 and 7 milliseconds. And no, overclocking does jack shit to help the situation. I won't say much more than that. I think it speaks for itself, but that is going to be a deal crusher for a lot of people. On the flip side, the Storm does have some features that are very unique to itself. Like I mentioned earlier, it's one of the only devices I've seen where you can have multiple Bluetooth devices paired and switch between all of them on the fly. Or the pretty rare ability to disable the built-in Deadzone from the factory, which counters stick drift, but providing your sticks aren't sloppy and worn the hell out, then you can activate this, turn off the dead zones, and the thumbsticks will feel a lot better performance-wise. Strangely, the sticks also have a really low circularity error, so the dead zones are extremely circular. The no dead zone mode's very, very nice. It's all well and good. I'm still ass because the thumbsticks are I don't even know how to describe them. They're just fucking huge, and they don't feel that comfortable. The rubber, if you could even call it that, it feels pretty terrible, not gonna lie. The thumbsticks, accuracy-wise, feel okay, but the sticks? Change that shit, but keep the no Deadzone mode. By the way, you don't need software for that. That, as well as a couple of other features, can be activated on the fly through a couple of button combinations, like the ability to adjust your vibration intensity as well. I like the fact that they did this instead of doing the whole software thing, at least for this controller. However, I do still feel like people would like the ability to, at the very least, remap these buttons in the event that they need to. And some people will want to adjust trigger dead zones, but again, I kind of see this as more of a casual device. So it doesn't necessarily feel like it needs software. In fact, I mean, in terms of how it feels, I gotta be honest, I really do appreciate Cooler Master for sending this out. I do, thank you. But overall, this thing feels extremely cheap. The features are pretty cool, and they seem like they're well engineered to a degree. They even sent out this gem accessory, which is basically for PC nerd necks with controllers who want to put them on their glass or whatever. It's a magnet and can go anywhere. That will definitely be in at least one shot in every video from now on. But I can't ignore the facts. The response time needs a lot of work if you're going to use this to any actual like degree of competitiveness, any online game, anything that involves other people or shooters or anything that just, I mean, you can't even really have a good gaming experience offline with that. And the thumbsticks are way too ultra wide, but I do feel like these are just simple things that could really easily be fixed. If you're a casual gamer, like a super fucking casual gamer, and you have, like, I have a PC here and a laptop here, so if I wanted to, I could game on this computer, and since it's connected to both the laptop and the computer, I could just press the Bluetooth button and use this to watch some TV when I was done. Shit like that. I can game and then I can chill out and watch conspiracy theory videos about, you know, crazy shit. Not suicidal. Not suicidal, by the way, keep that in mind. Cooler Master also throws in a 2-year warranty, so like I said, all the bases here are covered. It just needs a couple of things to be worked out, and I don't know how reliable it is. It's not on the market yet. It's not even, they said it was going to be released by the time this video is out. Actually, they said it was going to be released 2 weeks before this video goes out, but it hasn't. I'll leave a link in the description when it is. I have a link down there right now to the website, which also has this up there, but you can't buy it from anywhere. So there'll be a pinned comment and a link in the description if you want to buy it when it's available. Big ups to Cooler Master for sending this out. I have a million projects on the way. I'm just gonna leave it at that, really. So all I'll say is keep an eye out.